Hey there guys, welcome back to Hersey Games and welcome back to our QPR career mode. If you're not all nice and caught up, then make sure you check out the playlist down below, get yourself caught up, and then of course welcome back to today's episode. I tell you what episode number it is, but I honestly don't remember. Today we're jumping in. Our first game is going to be up against Arsenal. It's a pretty important game. We're currently sat in 8th place, Arsenal up in 4th, and a win sees us only 1 point behind them. Obviously games would have to go our way, including Aston Villa, who do of course have a game in hand and are a point ahead of us. But we could see ourselves into a European spot with today's episode going well. There's not a crazy amount of games left in this season. We're, 20 games in, just over the halfway mark, so we're getting slowly and surely through. But after the Arsenal game, we do have our January transfer window. We're not too sure we're going to get too much done in the transfer window, but we do have a cup game, which we'll probably watch sim and potentially jump in on. I'm not 100% sure yet. It kind of depends on how that game goes because it is against Burton. So it would definitely be that we play the Arsenal game, potentially watch sim and or play some of the Burton game. We've then got the Newcastle game and then Man City. So we'll definitely get through at least 3 of those, maybe 4. We'll see. So jumping into game number 1, you can see a little bit of rotation. Powell and Dunn coming at the back line over Henry and Ferro, both a little bit tired. Willock also staying in the team despite being a little bit tired, but Lecco is, if anything, more tired than Willock was. So we're sticking with the team that it is. I was going to bring in Howe, so you could kind of argue that De Silva's starting over Howe because of how good Howe has been playing. But up against a very tough Arsenal side, you can see it's a pretty young squad that they're fielding today. Obviously, they've got the likes of Nketiah, Smith Rowe, Saka, Trusty, I think, is quite young as well. I think he's currently out on loan, or Trusty, probably saying that wrong. But a very young squad. Hopefully, we can make the most of maybe it not being their full strength 11. But just before we jump into game number 1, let's very quickly hear a word from today's video sponsor. Do you need some more coins for your FIFA Ultimate Team? Then look no further than U7Buy. They're the cheapest and most reliable place to get your FIFA Ultimate Team coins. And if you use code HURSTY at checkout, you'll get yourself an extra discount. I want to say a massive thank you to U7Buy for sponsoring us. Don't forget that code HURSTY. Now let's get back to the video. Well, here we are into game number 1. It's a wet day in West London here at Loftus Road, bringing a little cheeky London derby your way. Hopefully it can be the home side that come out on top. Played at the time of recording this, played yesterday in real life against Norwich. Scraped through a 1-1 draw. Could have potentially made more of a pretty good first half, and then it was basically backs against the door for most of the second half. Bit of a stinky second half, really, apart from the goal from Norwich. Not a crazy abundance of chances, a good chance. I think it was Sargent dragged the shot wide. Anyway, enough about real life QPR. We're talking about the fictional QPR. Here we go. Let's take the game to them today. Fingers crossed we can come away with 3 more important points as we push for a place in Europe. Come on, you ours. Vega here. Got the ball out wide. Going to have to try and turn inside. Has turned into trouble, but indeed he's not really stepped into the tackle. Hutton can't quite set De Silva away. That would have been a really good opportunity. But now actually Odegaard on a chance here, playing it through to Nketiah. Well stepped in from Jimmy Dunn. Dunn and Powell, although they're starters for QPR in real life, are very much rotation in this series at the moment. And again, Powell with work to do. It's dropped to Xhaka. He's played a cheeky back heel. Powered shot from the edge of the box there. I think it was Nketiah. And it's Ndidi actually. And it's been dragged relatively far wide, but it's a bit of a wake-up call. Odegaard trying to push through. Jimmy Dunn wins it well. And now Bellerin, the ex-Arsenal man, of course, picking up the loose touch there as Dunn has won it. And now Willock's got a chance to bring it away. Hutton in the middle there. Also a lovely run from De Silva. Run at the back post from Vega as well. That's who we're going to try and find. He does win the header. He climbs above 2, I'm assuming, considerably taller centre-backs than himself. But he does head it over the bar. Doesn't quite find the target. Trusty's missed the jump completely. And Vega somehow gets the header, but can't get it on target. Lovely ball through here. Odegaard. It's a lovely run through the middle as well. Seny Dieng with a phenomenal save. It was very much needed, as the powered shot there from Nketiah was definitely going to find its way in if he didn't get his fingertips to it. Thankfully, he did. We do have a corner to contend with. They're going to play it short. Odegaard does pick up the ball from the short pass from Smith Rowe. He's just going to run down the line, plays it, tries to play it essentially, but the ball from Ndidi is very well blocked from Fred, and we are going to bring it away. Maybe bringing it away into a chance of our own here. Alex Vega does have the better of Cedric, and now he's got Mari to try and beat. No one in the middle though. Alex Vega is just completely left on his own. Can't get the pass to Chair. Chair does pick up the loose ball a little bit with a lucky tackle. Vega plays it across into Willock. Willock can't quite get the shot on target. It's well blocked from the defender, and they are going to get it away. That was a chance. It feels like a chance wasted. I needed Hutton really to be in the box there with Vega, but it ended up not being much to really work with, as he had no one in the box to play it to. Still 0-0, but a bit of a wasted chance. Got to try and Turn the man there. Well done, Fred, picking that ball up as it's tried to play through. And Vega again. I feel like Vega is somebody that doesn't really get involved in the games as much as you'd maybe expect. Like the likes of Willock, the likes of Lecco when he's on, gets involved a lot. But Vega getting a lot of the ball early on in the game today. And now Hutton tries to play it to Willock. Kind of would have liked it the way around just because Hutton's left foot would have been better there. But halftime has already made its way into the game, and it's been a scrappy first half. Not really a crazy abundance of chances. Best chance of the game definitely falling to Nketiah, but you can see they're saying that Ødegaard's not really had much of the ball. I don't really think many people have had much of the ball today. It's been a very, very quiet game. 9 touches for Ødegaard is all there has been, but it's been scrappy. Am I going to make changes at half time? I think we are going to make a change here. Lecco's going to come on for Willock. Willock is going to be the only change, though. I think Lecco's pace will make sense. Let's jump back into the second half, see if we can improve on a bit of a lackluster first half. But with Vega, going to turn, find Chair on the edge of the box. Lovely bit of chance to rotate around here. Lecco just got that ball past Trusty, but couldn't get it past Mira. I forget his name. It's gone. Doesn't matter. He's tackled me twice. Mari, that's his name. He won it twice. Going to try and play this inside now. Gets it to Hutton. Oh, the pass to Chair is perfect. And Chair with the first time finish. Just a little finesse into that top corner. It was absolutely what we needed. After a pretty quiet first half, didn't create many chances, didn't get too much going for us. We have managed to find the back of the net. And a pretty important finish as well. It very much needed to be a lovely first time pass from Hutton, because I think Chair would have just drifted offside, but he didn't, thankfully. Timed it perfectly, found the back of the net, 1-0, top corner. Lovely stuff. Something to hold on to now. Saka going to play it out wide here to Cedric. They've taken Nketiah off. Martinelli's found his way onto the pitch here. So Martinelli playing as a lone striker, which in real life I don't think would be a huge problem. In career mode, I'm not entirely sure. But talking of strikers, there's now one recognised striker on the pitch. And there he is, finding the back of the net. It's Hutton, the absolute beast. It's another goal to add to his very, very impressive first Premier League campaign. He is having an absolute blinder. It's good to see him getting the goals, man, because he's a youth prospect coming through the ranks, found his place in the first team pretty quickly with how good he's been, and that is an absolutely beautiful goal right in that left-hand side of the keeper's goal. Very, very nice finish on the left foot of Hutton. It's exactly where you need him to be. Harvey Hutton is going to be an absolute hero in this career mode. It's going to be such a huge part of this save. Let's see how many goals he's got. It's not going to show me, but just before we do crack on, let's make a couple of changes. Let's just get some fresh legs on the pitch. Let's bring on Sam Field just to get, 20 or so minutes under the belt there. Let's get Ozzy Kaka on at right back. I know we're converting him to play centre back, but we'll play him as a right back today, and then we'll bring on Lyndon Dykes. I'd like to take off Ilias Chair, but we do have a week's rest, so we do have a little bit of time. But Hutton, De Silva, and Bellerin all making way. Hopefully Bellerin got a good reception. By the sounds of that applause, I think he probably did get a good reception from the Arsenal fans there. Hopefully you guys can hear that too. It does sound like they were very much not on his back, obviously the ex-Arsenal man, but good tackle there from Jimmy Dunn, who, as I said before, had a tricky game to sort of step into for his first start in a while, but he's had a very, very good game, it has to be said. Good play here to Vega. Dykes' first introduction into the game potentially could have been a header. I think that probably would have been on target, but Turner came out to it very quickly. Smith Rowe's going to play it back. Edge of the box here. Finds Xhaka. It's a lovely bit of play. I said about him not being a recognised striker. Oh, it was Jesus. I honestly thought it was Martinelli. Maybe they've just brought Jesus on as well, but I'm fairly sure Martinelli was on the pitch, unless I got the number completely wrong and it wasn't a 9. Or I thought it was a 9, I should say. But Jesus, that's the first thing I've really seen him do. I didn't even know he was on the pitch, but it's a good finish. It's a bit near to Senny Ding. You could argue maybe he could have got there, but the clean sheet is gone. Not sitting quite as pretty as we were a couple of minutes ago with it now only being a 1-goal lead. Let's not drop the 3 points. Let's try and keep the 3 points. That's the main thing here. The clean sheet's gone. That was the main thing. Now it's just making sure we don't concede again. All right, Vega. Lovely pass here into Lyndon. Going to rotate it around a little bit. Oh, it's not really the best pass there from Sam Field. It wasn't the best time or place on the pitch to lose the ball, because now Arsenal do have one last chance here to try and burst forward. Is Kenneth Powell going to get there? He does. Plays it across the dicky. That should be enough for us now to just see this one out. Let's bring this ball forward. Going to play it up to Fred. Fred loses the ball, but hopefully the ref looks at his clock any second now. Look at the time, ref. Ref, look at the time, mate. It was 92 minutes when we lost the ball. There it is. The time is up. The whistle is blown, and that is 3 very important points. Again, that now puts us 1 point behind Arsenal. At the start of this game, we were in 8th. They were in 4th. There's a real good chance they could drop a couple of places, and we could climb a few. Obviously, Aston Villa still with the game in hand to play as well, could see themselves stay comfortably above us. But depending on results, we could have gone as high as 5th with that win there. That is a huge, huge result. Catching up to teams above us. Massive, massive win. Massive, massive goals. Okay, big, big win, as we said. Where does that see us in the league? Our next game is in the FA Cup. I think we're going to play highlights for that because, again, it's with it being the Cup, unless we're getting crazy far through it, we'll get some highlights played. We are up to 6th. Very good to see. Villa still with that game in hand, as do United. I didn't realise United... Oh, you know what? It's probably that they haven't played the retrospective game, the one we just did. But Arsenal do stay into 4th here. Villa obviously can overtake them now. We're only a point behind them and Villa. So Arsenal and Villa are both very much in touching distance. Obviously, United and Newcastle both have games to play, so could both go above us. But I'm not going to complain. We're in a good spot. We're a point off of 4th place. That's crazy. Player leaving? Who's going? Who did I sell? Or is somebody going out on loan? I don't know. Mahoney's gone. Oh, okay. So Mahoney, Shadipo, George Thomas, Charlie Owens have all gone. They were all pre-arranged deals. They've all left. Fair enough. Okay, Joe Gubbins, loan with an option to buy. I think I'll accept. I know how this works, game think. I think we'll accept a loan, but maybe not a loan to buy for now. I'll let Gubbins go out on loan, but he's probably not going to play too much. We have a report here. We've got a scout in England. None of the players are looking really like anyone that's going to make the team. Humphrey's not looking that great. Owen Glover's not looking good. Alexander Green, no thank you. Luca Mason, no. Tyler Carpenter. Rating-wise, none of them are going to make it into the squads. We'll keep these guys being scouts. Oh, it's being ended. Okay, we're going to let those guys go because none of them are getting anywhere near the squad right now. What I'm going to do, though, knowing that our youth squad scout is now done and done, I'm going to send him to find a keeper. I want you guys in the chat, you guys in the live chat right now, let's pick a nation to go and send our youth scout to. We have a pretty good Estonian keeper scout, but I don't think you can send... Oh, you can send someone to Estonia, but one thing to bear in mind is, are they going to be great? I'll let you guys pick. More people have said Brazil in the chat than anything else, so we'll just go with Brazil rather than trying to do a poll at the moment. We'll go to Brazil because that's what most people in the chat said. We'll go goalkeeper. We're going to try and find our new Julio Cesar. Okay, that's the plan. Okay, we're going to go up against Burton here. You can see quite a rotated side. The only players keeping their first team space are Seni Dieng, Ferro, Henry, Chair. They're the only players keeping their first team spot. We're up here against Burton. We're going to play the highlights because it's a cup game. So let's get into those. Back-to-back home games. It's still raining in West London. The rain never stops. It is still absolutely terrible out there. But fingers crossed we can come away today with another important win, this time in the cup rather than the league. Obviously, the league's important. That's one of our main priorities. We need to make sure that is our main focus. But if we aren't going to quite make it into Europe through the league positions, as I keep getting reminded in the YouTube comments, we can get there if we manage to do well in the FA Cup. So let's see if we can do just that. Come on, boys. I know it's a rotated squad, but I still back the boys. It's still a very, very good team on paper. I think it's still got to be better, than this Burton 11. No worries, West End, mate. I'll see you in a bit, my friend. Come on. Chance with Field. Going to try and play it down the line. I've lost it immediately, and that's going to be the end of the highlight. Okay, really good from me. So this is already in the second half. First half, absolutely nothing happened. Field tried to make a pass. Imagine watching Match of the Day, and all they showed you for the first half was that chance there with Field playing it down the line. And instead, Ricky J. Jones couldn't quite find the back of the net. Good save from the keeper. They're actually going to give us the corner immediately from the one that we just tried to take there. Let's try and whip this in here. Dexter Howe. Aim at the penalty spot and then curl it. Lyndon Dykes, up you get, mate. Oh, he has got his head on it. It's gone off for a corner, but it's going to instead go to a chance here for Burton. 70 minutes in, they're going to be running down the wing here. Look how far back our defensive line is. They're on the edge of our box. That is ridiculous, EA. Why would they be all the way back there? Let's try and stop this attack sooner rather than later. Don't want Burton to get a chance in the game here. Well done to Hector Bellerin. But another chance here for a Burton Albion attack. Ball coming over the top here. We've got Elias Chair as our player to sort of try and close down. Is he going to get there? No, but it's a terrible attempt of a pass from the Burton player, and we're going to bring it away. 81st minute. Apparently, this is a crossing opportunity. I can tell you now, I'm not going to be crossing it. Look where Lyndon Dykes is. Look where I am with the ball with Sam Field. He's going to play it into Lyndon Dykes, to his feet. He's going to turn. Brings Lecco into it. Lecco plays it back to Linden. Linden on his left foot. It's a scuffed shot. It's an easy save for the keeper. It really wasn't a very good effort. And that is full time. Is it second legs in the FA Cup? Or does it go to extra time? I think it's got to be a second leg. Otherwise, it would have let me carry on. I think it was just an absolutely terrible first leg. Yeah, okay, great. Well, now we have another game to think about, the next Burton game after a goalless stalemate against Burton. But we'll work our way to our next Prem game, as I'm fairly sure the replay won't be before the next Prem game. Second leg, the replay was pretty much immediately. Again, a bit of rotation. Powell, Ozzy, Laird, and Howe coming in for what would obviously be normally our starting 11. Again, we're going to play highlights. Fingers crossed this time I do a bit better with them. Okay, here we are at what's been called Town Park. I'm almost 1,000% sure that's not Burton Albion's stadium name, but I'll be honest with you, I don't know what it is. I'm sure somebody on my Twitch chat will tell me. But hopefully today we come away with a win in the cup. It's obviously there will be a winner regardless, whether it's in the 90 minutes, extra time, or indeed penalties. But there's a lot of people there not wearing coats. You lot are stupid. Look at the weather. It's still raining. It's still raining. It's January. It's cold. It's wet. Hopefully it's going to be a win. Okay, first chance here. Cross an opportunity. Again, I'm not going to cross it. Look at the chance here to play it into Vega. Fred, first time. Into Vega. Vega, it's taken so long. It took so long there. We're going to get a corner, though. 21 minutes in. Rain don't stop. Exactly. The rain is always going, my man. Willock's going to have this one to whip in there. Let's get a little bit of height in it. Curve it back to the edge of the 6-yard box. It's going to go into Vega, who, again, not the tallest player, but he's going to win the first header. Doesn't quite win the second. Decent enough chance, though. But hold on a second. Solo run. Keeler Dunn is just absolutely through on goal here. This is just absolutely, I can do nothing to defend this. I just have to hope that Seny Dieng gets there. He doesn't. Rob Dickey, is he going to get there? No, he's not. 1-0 down. The easiest chance. If I had a highlight that, I think I'd have scored it too. I won't lie to you. Just absolutely through 1-on-1. Nothing I can do about that. It's as much as a tapping as you're going to get. It's another attack here for Burton Albion. Again, look at why would Ozzy and Dickey be stood there? Why would that be where my centre-backs decide to stand? I know QPR aren't the best at defending at the moment, but we're a bit better than that. But now Vega with a chance. Come on, boys. We've got some Premier League level players in the squad right now. Up against Burton Albion. Vega, it's a heavy touch, but he has found the back of the net. The equaliser is there just on the stroke of half-time. Very, very much needed. It's not been a fantastic game for us. We've had very minimal chances. Both have fallen to Vega. Vega this time finding the back of the net. So very, very good indeed to finally get level pegging. And now it is going to be the second half. Apparently, a counter-attack for us. I see Willock with a pretty good run here. So Howe is going to get it. I'm going to ask for the run from Willock, and then we're going to try and play that through ball. It's not a very good through ball, and then Willock, for some reason, with his touch, decided to turn backwards, which kind of ends the chance. But now we're going to get the ball back to Vega. Come on, Vega, please. Please, please, please. Bring this ball forward. Vega, heavy touch. The difference in the chances that I'm being given compared to them is ridiculous. But now we're getting more chances, which is huge. Hutton here, running through, clean on goal. But Vega is just in so much space. It makes so much sense. Trivella, back of the net, a brace from Vega, I think, is going to save the day. Boys, it's a cup game against Burton. Let's not go crazy. Let's skip that, please. Let's not embarrass ourselves. Corner kick to Burton. It's probably going to be one of the last chances of the game. I'd be surprised if there's many more highlights after this one. Gilligan going to put the ball in the box. Fred, hopefully, will see it away. It's not going to be Fred. It's going to be Dickey, but it drops to their player, Seny Dieng, with a really good save at his close post. And we do see it out. My God, we made it difficult for ourselves going 1-0 down after, I think, like 20, 25 minutes. But we do manage to squeak through, and it was a bit of a squeak through. Again, with a pretty solid team. That was pretty much a first squad, bar a couple of players. I'd be surprised if any of the players we were playing were lower rated than any of the Burton players. So, bit of a wake-up call there on the highlight side of things. I know a lot of people aren't the biggest fan of the highlight system. I think it has improved throughout FIFA 23, and hopefully in the next either EA Sports FC, if there's career mode, or FIFA 24, if there's career mode, the highlight system is better because it's, I think, a good addition. I just think it needs tweaking. Well, I've played an extra game to what I expected. So we played 2 games through the highlight system. What we're going to do is have this Newcastle game be the last game of today's episode. Obviously, it's a Prem game. And obviously, I've played a few more Prem players than I would have liked to have done with the last replay, which is a bit of a shame. So I think what we're going to have to do is get the team ready, see as many of the first team players that we can start, get as many of them in the team as possible and rotate otherwise. But game against Newcastle up next. Well, Gubbins is out for the season, or for 2 seasons, I should say, off to Spal on a 2-year loan. See you later, mate. Free agent Reece Nelson. What do you guys think here? I think this could be really interesting. He'd come in over Lecco. He would be a replacement to Lecco. Let me know your thoughts. I'm actually very tempted. I'm very tempted. Okay, we're going to go for Reece Nelson here on a free, which does seem like it's too good to pass up. So he would be a huge addition to this squad as a rotation initially, but maybe could work his way into the first team down the line. He's only 24, so he's got, time is on his side here. He's happy with a rotation position. 4-year contract is absolutely fine with me. No release clause. I'm going to offer him 27 grand a week. I'm going to offer him £300,000 flat out front as well. No bonuses, nothing crazy like that. 27 grand a week, £300,000. He's happy with it. Very happy indeed. Welcome, Reece Nelson, mate. A cheeky free agent. I'm very happy with that. It's an A rating. It always is if you get a free transfer because they're free. You can't really complain about it. He's a 69 rated centre mid. I don't really know why I need to know that. I don't use Nelson or Chair at centre mid, so okay, but Nelson's going to go straight onto the bench. Real good rotation player. Could also work his way into the team. Also, Rob Dickey is going nowhere. Okay, for now, Nelson's going to go on the bench over Sam Field. Nothing against Field in the slightest. It's just that I'd rather use Howe as a DM option and then have the options of the pace merchant that is Jonathan Lecco. He's saved us time and time again. But also having Nelson on there as a decent actual, standalone player. I think he's a real good option to bring off the bench if I need a little bit of quality as well. The shooting's a touch low, so I'm going to set him to a training system that helps boost that. But yeah, really happy with that transfer. That would be, I think a dream free transfer for a lot of teams. Let's go inverted. Let's really just focus on that shooting. Gets the sprint speed up a little bit as well, so his pace will even out. Okay, here we go. Last game of the episode up against Newcastle. This is another huge game, just like the Arsenal game. When we played them, they were on 41. Newcastle also on 41, a chance for us to leapfrog them, not just catch up to Arsenal like we did, actually overtake Newcastle. This would be a real good opportunity to keep ourselves in contention for Europe. Going in with what I think right now is our strongest 11, which does mean Dexter Howe comes in over Josh Da Silva, and Reece Nelson, having joined the club 3 days ago, finds his way immediately onto the bench over Sam Field. Let's jump into it. There we are. Look at me out on the pitch there, mate. Absolute scenes. Out there in my jeans, in my trainers, walking all over the pitch. I'm sure the Newcastle pitchman is absolutely fuming with me setting foot on St. James. But here we are at Newcastle. This, I would say, is on par with importance with the Arsenal game. If anything, it's more important now just because the Arsenal game's been and gone, and this is a chance for us to overtake a team, not just catch up to a team. This is huge. Absolutely huge. Trippier, Tifo, things you love to see. Let's take the game to them today. We need to come away with 3 points. Let's make sure we do that. Come on, you ours. Bellerin bringing that ball forward. Look at the space here immediately for Chris Willock. He's up against Botman, who can't get the ball off him. He kicks it straight at Pope. Pope saves it with his chin/chest. Really could have been a better opportunity there. I think Botman did well enough to put Willock off to stop me actually getting it. I'd asked for it across the goal, so I think he did well enough there. But it's pretty poor from Botman to let me even get the shot away, in all honesty, with Willock, because it was so easy from kickoff. Bellerin, just a simple through ball. Played it into to Willock, and the chance was there. But hold on a second. Thuram through to Isaac. Isaac offside. Tenny, I think, had it covered anyway. What an end-to-end start so far. Vega on the ball here. Going to play it inside. Finds Ilias Chair. Ilias Chair. Little ball roll. Takes it past. No, he doesn't. Takes it into Badiashile. Badiashile's going to get it, bring it away. But now Chair tries to bring it through again. Not a foul by Trippier. Good tackle, has to be said. Very well won in the box fairly. And yet again, Newcastle going to bring it away. Ilias Chair. Sees Vega just onside. Vega going to get it here. I tried to play it into Hutton. Vega instead decided Chair was the better pass. And I'm sorry, Vega, but you were wrong, my friend. Isaac with the ball here. Going to play that wide here to Chukwueze. Very good pickup, by the way. I think not too dissimilar from a St. Maximin style player. I think he's playing in instead of St. Maximin. Don't know if he's even still at the club. We're having to defend in numbers here. Thuram with the shot. Doesn't really get too much behind it. Dickey is going to be able to get it away. But, mate, this has been a crazy end-to-end game. They're getting chances as they push through against us, but we're able to counter each other pretty well. Each time one team goes forward, the other then pushes straight forward the other end. Hutton, I've tried to cut inside. Botman's read it really well, and they are going to get it away again. What a game this has been. And actually, the chance isn't dead yet. It is now with a pass from Dexter Howe that goes straight to Thuram. Please can we win that ball. Oh, that's poor. That's poor. Not great. Not great. Thuram gets the ball quite central here. Dickie's not going to get there. Thankfully, Senny Dieng does. Good palm away. Sees it off the pitch, out for a corner. Got time to defend. It's been a great game. Absolutely phenomenal. It really has been end-to-end. It has been problematic for us. It's been problematic for them. But both keepers so far coming out on top. And I guess defence as well. Both sets of defenders playing pretty gosh darn well. We are going to get that away from Hutton. Lovely stuff. Howe's first touch isn't phenomenal. Badiashile is a big boy. He's going to be strong enough to hold the youngster off, but they are going to try and work it in again. Thuram can't get that one away, but it's a poor clearance there from Ferro. Ball recycled in. Henry with a man to deal with. Ferro does really well. Good block. And we bring it away. Chair plays it to Hutton. Hutton, that dummy of a first touch. Oh, he just sold the defender. Took it past the first centre-back or the first player. And we do end up getting the corner. Great save from Pope as I did try power it across there. Me and my best friend, Ozzy Kaka, having some tactical discussions on the halfway line. But let's try and whip this one in there. Willock with a good bit of power. Aims at... Wait, who was that? Ferro? Good effort. It's a save. It's a corner, but it's actually going to be half-time. Interesting. Okay. The amount of times you see the AI get all the time in the world added on, and I don't get a couple of seconds added on for a corner. It is what it is. Half-time 0-0. It's been a truly end-to-end game. It's been phenomenal. This has been a really exciting game of a FIFA career mode. Really, really enjoyed the game so far. Hopefully, maybe some changes. Do we bring on Reece Nelson? Let's have a think. We are going to take off Vega and we're going to bring on Nelson. A bit of pace added to the left-hand side here. Give him 45 minutes. Maybe it's a little bit early, but I'm making the change. Half-time, I'm going to bring him on. We've just picked him up on a free. He was released from Arsenal. So I think it makes sense to try and give him some minutes. He's literally been in the club for like 4 days. He's all about the tactics. He's got everything on board. In Hursty, we trust, boys. All right, let's go. Second half, we need a big performance. We need to not concede straight away. That would be terrible. Well done, Bellerin. Love that from you. Thank you so much. Oh, hold on. Oh, I'm too busy looking at the TikTok chat. Oh, that would have been terrible from me. Senny Dieng saved my bacon. Isak with a good effort, but not good enough to get past the main man, Senny Dieng, in goal. Jesus. Let's try and get this away. Nelson, the man on the front post, is going to go to Isak. It's not who you want to leave unmarked on the edge of the 6-yard box. Fred can't get it away. Isak with a little flick. Senny Dieng again. Like I said in the first half, the keepers at the moment coming out on top. Pope with 2 very, very good saves in the first half, and Senny Dieng is already being kept busy in the second. It is squeaky bum time, and it's only the 60th minute, boys. Get rid of this. The way they're knocking around is absolutely phenomenal. How many times do you see the AI play little chips like that? That's 2 in about 10 seconds from Newcastle there, and I don't think we've seen any of that today otherwise. All right, we've made some changes here. I saw Newcastle make some. I thought I'd do the same too. Dexter Howe and Ferro both making their way off the pitch. Josh Da Silva and Ozzy Kakai, the GOAT, coming on here to try and see this one out. 25 minutes left on the clock. Plenty still that could happen. What would be great to happen would be a goal for the away side. It would be great if we could pick up 3 points on the road here. Let's see if we can bring this away. Elias Chair, going to try and bring it forward. Dexter Howe tries to... It's not Dexter Howe, it's Josh Da Silva. You just brought him on, mate. Tries to make a run through, but couldn't. Ozzy Kakai. Oh, that's hit. I hit Bellerin, but it has gone off. Let's see this corner out. We need to win this, and then we need to push on the counter. Oh, they're going to get up tallest. Thankfully, it's gone wide. I'm not entirely sure who won the header, but it wasn't us, and that very easily could have been 1-0 to Newcastle. To buy someone with a bath. Had to buy with a shower. Hold on a second. Hutton. Oh, it's a good save. Pope with a really good save. It could have been better for us there, but it is going to be a corner. Fred's going to whip this one in. He's going to aim at Hutton. Hutton can't get there. Badiashile gets up first, and they do get it away. Let's try and win this ball here. Elias Chair gets a little flick on his forehead. Reece Nelson's going to try and bring it away. Doesn't get fouled. I thought that was going to be blown up for a foul there. Isak, I should say, trying to play it through. Ozzy Kakai gets flattened. And now Henry try and play it down the line. He does. Keeps it alive here. Reece Nelson, first real time getting involved particularly. Going to play a through ball. Badiashile is going to get a touch. Hutton's going to pick it up though. Going to try and play it into Elias Chair. He does. Going to try and find Willock. He doesn't. It's not a good pass, but we are into 4 minutes added on here. Reece Nelson's going to bring it wide. Trippier is the man he's got to try and take on. Does so initially. Plays it back to Henry. Chrissy Willock going to have to rotate it a little bit here. Hutton. Out to Nelson. Nelson. Can he get this ball in the box? Can he get it in there? He does, but Pope's too tall. That's going to be full time. It's a well-earned point. 3 would have been better, but we can't complain about picking up a point against a team in the top 6. You cannot complain about that at all. Very, very good from us indeed to be in the position we're in. Very good game of football, end-to-end stuff, but it's only a point. Okay, guys, that was the last game of the episode there. A point against Newcastle. 3 would have been better, but it is what it is. We are still in 9th place. We're still in the top 9. We did get overtaken by Spurs, which is never something you want to hear. But again, we're still only 2 points. No, we're a point off of 5th place. It has to be said, Aston Villa have made the most of their games in hand. We're now 6 points behind 4th place Aston Villa. But we're 1 point behind Newcastle, Arsenal, and Man United. And we're level on points with Tottenham. That is mad to think about it. First season in the Prem. Very, very happy indeed. But that is going to be where we round up today's episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, then please leave a like on the video. It supports me, the video, the channel, and the series out a whole bunch. While you're here, make sure you check out our channel sponsors in the channel description down below. And make sure you show them some love. Really do appreciate the support. It helps me out a whole bunch while I'm making content. So thank you very much. But that's been it from me. Thanks for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome. And I'll see you soon in the car. And of course... Wash your hands. His name is in a bit. Slap bald head, yeah, it'll probably hurt me. Bang top bins, it'll probably hurt you. Ginger, streamer, platform, YouTube. Drop a name in the chat or say hello. Entertain, yeah, you already know. Capital H, yeah, I'm a read it slow. Hursty games, yeah, you already know.